reason I was there. I wasn't there to be disruptive. I was just there to hear what he had to say. I would have listened to it on the TV, or I'd listened to it on the radio. I would have watched it on TV. But I decided we were already in the area for something else. And so I said, well, let's try. If we get in, we get in. If we don't, we don't. And so, we got in, and, and I knew if I got on stage, I would be immediately identified, and wasn't there for that kind of attention. So we just sort of faded to the back, and I ended up running into a couple of my colleagues, and I spoke to them, and we just kind of laughed a little bit, and eventually a guy came out of nowhere about 5 to 7 minutes later, and he's like, Representative Barnes? And I, went to shake his hand, and, his hands remained clasped in front of him. And he says, we appreciate you being here, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And I'm like, I asked him, I said, what's going on? He says, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And then, I looked back, and Martha was like, we can just go. And so we left. And, that's the thing, too, is like, I would have, if we were denied entrance, that would have been probably a little bit different. And the people at the end, honestly, the people in the check-in knew who we were, which is the funny thing, because we had to show, we didn't sneak in the place either. We weren't huddled in some crowd. We actually registered on site. We showed our driver's license, and we gave them our email address. We had to sign in to an iPad, so now we're going to be getting all these Skywalker emails. And then, but the funny part is a guy, one of the people at the ticket, at the registration table said, oh, yeah, I'm sure you're going to want these emails, sarcastically.
So they knew who you were, Mandela.
Right.
Or at least some of them did.
Right.
Now, when you were asked to leave, were you approached individually, or was the group Melissa Baldoff and
Martha
Lanning?
Yeah, me, Melissa, Martha, and I were all standing together. The guy, he immediately noticed me and said, Representative Barnes, happy you're here. Going to have to ask you to leave.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get out.
Yeah. But
I'm a little confused.
Than that, man.
Mandela, I got to tell you, I'm a little confused. They knew your name when you went in and registered. They knew who you were.
It's not like my name is Steve or John. I don't have like the level of how conspicuous I was. First of all, being a black guy in this crowd, and second, my name didn't help. To keep me shielded from scrutiny. So